thing that's ever happened on camera that we actually saw?
Do you know?
Today's show.
Do you know that question? That I always get that question every single time I ask the audience. Well, it depends. You see, there's two. One of them is the Today Show, and it was with Matt Lauer, and it was the first time I was ever on the Today Show. And you know, there are food stylists that make the food on that show, which I think a lot of people don't know, but I did a chicken dish, a grilled chicken dish. It was from my first cookbook. So you have to remember, this is the first live television appearance I had ever done. So nervous. I go and do it. Matt's there. He's trying the chicken, and he's dipping it in this spinach pesto I think I had done. And I realized from the corner of my eye, because Al Roker's asking me a question as well, I realized from the corner of my eye that he's able to cut the chicken without a knife, just with a fork. And I'm thinking to myself, that thing's got to be raw. It's just got to be raw, because there's no other way. So he puts it in his mouth, and he says, are you trying to kill me or give me salmonella? The chicken is raw. And I'm telling you, it was raw. It was just barely grilled on both sides, but it was completely raw in the middle. He runs in the back. He spits it out in the kitchen. The camera follows him to backstage to spit it out. I wanted to die. I think it took me a long time to get over it. A long, long time. It was scarring for me.
And how much longer and how time elapsed between the next time you went on live?
2 years.
Oh my God!
I didn't even go for my next book because I was so humiliated. No. I couldn't do it. So 2 years before I went back on. The other one that was horrible for me was losing Iron Chef. That was really hard.
Yeah.
I think I walked off stage, you didn't see it, and I just bawled. That was really, really hard. It was hard. So, you know, but everybody knows you lose competitions all the time. Yeah. That was just a tough one because I lost it on television, and it was really hard.
Something to teach your daughter.
Yes. Don't do
See
them.
how well Mommy did until she got backstage. This gentleman in the pink here. Are you friends with Rachel Ray?
Yeah. You know, Rachel and I have a lot in common. We have an agent in common, an editor in common, a publisher in common. You know, we have a lot in common. So, yeah, it's just hard. You know, it's one of those things you never want to lose. And I really didn't think we would. Crazy me. I didn't think we would.
Oh, my goodness. So many. This lady in the striped shirt over here. Your favorite Italian restaurant in LA? Besides your house?
Yeah. Good, Barbara.
No fair. Or do you have one?
Il Pastaio is great. Yeah, no kidding. That Il Pastaio across the board is really good. I live on further west than Il Pastaio, so I don't get out that far all the time. I love the stuffed pasta at Giorgio Baldi. It's off of PCH, off of Pacific Coast Highway, on West Channel. It's tiny.
Yeah,
it's
very unassuming.
Tiny. It's unassuming and it's hard to find.
Patio furniture.
Correct. But I'm telling you guys, they have stuffed pastas, agnolotti, and ravioli that are really hard to find anywhere else, other than Italy.
All right, this lady right here. Yes.
Hi.
What's your fondest memory of going to UCLA?
You know, I think eating lunch outside Royce Hall. You know, I spent a lot of time here. It feels like an Ivy League school, and I went to high school across the street at Marymount, so I didn't go very far, but when I was at Marymount High School, I used to dream of coming to UCLA. You know, and because it's an all-girls school, we used to come run track around here and go, wow, and there's a lot of guys there. Because, you know, we didn't have guys at our school. So it was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go over there. So I was very excited. So I used to eat lunch. I remember the freshman year eating lunch up at Campbell Hall and just looking at all the guys walking by. Because, you know, when you don't go to school with them in high school, it's pretty amazing.
Okay, I have time for one more question. No. This is so hard. This lady right here.
You're doing it, Barbara.
What would you recommend a child to take in high school to become a chef, like you?
Well, I think let them cook at home. Is that your son? Hi. What's your name? No? Jared? Jared doesn't want to tell me. He just goes like this. No. Well, Jared, nice to meet you. I think cook at home, Jared, as much as you can. Okay, and there's a lot of summer programs now, cooking programs. There's a lot of programs even at schools.
Yeah, I was going to say, and there are also some cooking schools here, you know, in LA that have kids classes, but they also have classes on basics that once he's adept in the kitchen, he might want to check out.
I think the more you cook, and the more comfortable you get, and sometimes if you want, tape him cooking. That's the only way to do it.
Or have him cook with you. That's even better. All right, one more. I lied. One more. Lady in the black hat back there. You've been very patient.
I have a question. Does your mood ever affect the outcome of your meal? Does my what? Does your mood ever affect the outcome of your meal? Like, you're in a good mood, if you're in a bad mood?
Does your mood ever affect the outcome of your meal?
Oh yeah,
of course.
My mood affects everything, really. It does. It does. It does. I think when you're happy, it depends on how you're feeling, what you want to eat. Some days you're craving a little more cheese, other days you're craving something a little lighter, and I think that, and even when I write recipes, because I write them long before I actually make them on the show, depending on what mood I'm in, you're going to see recipes with a lot more citrus or a lot more cheese, heavier, lighter. It just depends. Yeah. It depends on what's inspired, because you get inspired by everything all day, every day. So yes.
All right, I'm going to be screwed.
Yes, I know. I was gonna stop. I swear. I swear. So the Stampede, and I'll pick you up about 1 this morning. Is that okay? You want in the morning on tomorrow morning?
As long as you stay with me, Barbara, it's all good.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Barbara Fairchild.
Thank you to Barbara for doing this.
And thank you all for coming out to the 2009 Festival of Books. We'll see you next year.
Thank you.